Hey everybody, JR here, hosting the first ever edition of Pit Notes on the Andersen Race Parts Rental Racing Program. Today we're going to comment on some actual racing clips made during the Friday Night Grand Prix series that demonstrate overtaking, passing, and line rights issues that we deal with when we're in a racing program. During the review of the clips, we're going to point out and give some suggestions on when to hold it and when to fold it when you're racing that keeps the racing exciting but safe for all participants. Now in the first clip you can see the driver on the inside going down the backstretch headed into the turn 11 hairpin. Now the driver on the inside is in an overtaking position and move, but he only gets halfway up on the driver on the outside, approaching a right-hand turn. Now, at that point, when you hit the braking zone, you can see the braking zone here in the still. When you get to the braking zone and you're not fully wheels up, or actually even beyond that point of the driver on the outside, then he still has the line rights to that turn. The guy on the inside has to back down, as you'll see, and let the guy on the outside go ahead and make the turn at full speed, because that's a one-line turn on the hairpin. Okay, now, here in the second clip, we have the same situation going down the backstretch, headed to the turn 11 hairpin, but the driver positions are reversed. The overtaking driver is on the outside, approaching a driver that's taking the middle line, and is pulling up on him, but again, only gets halfway up on the wheels of the driver in the front, and doesn't make the pass, completely pass, and doesn't come up even. So the same thing, at the braking points, he has to stop, back off, and let the inside driver maintain his line for the rights to the corner. Okay, here in clip 3, we're going to show a complete inside pass done down the straightaway heading into turn 1. You'll see here the driver on the inside has completely got up even, wheels even, to the driver on the outside before entering into the turn zone. Once into the turn zone, he has complete line rights and completes a pass, and the fellow on the outside gave him room to make the pass, so everything worked out great. And that's how it should be done. Next up, we're going to go to the start. And starts are kind of a special situation because you won't be going full speed going into turn 1 at the end of the straightaway. So you got a little more room. You can actually get two guys through in both the inside and outside line if you both do the proper things and approach it right. Now, first start we're going to show you, things didn't work out so good. This was not a good start, and I'm going to show you why. Okay, here we go. We've got the driver on the outside pole. It falls back a little bit, and the driver on the inside pole goes ahead and pulls forward under acceleration and slides in to the most proper line he can run, which is fine. And now as the outside pole driver begins his turn, you'll notice there's another driver that comes up and dives into the inside of him and literally does not have wheels up even at that point, and has invaded his space and has taken away his line, and continues to drive through him until he goes to the outside and literally runs the outside pole driver off the track. This is not the way to do it. What should have happened was that driver on the inside should have stuck to the inside, taken away a little of his speed, scrubbed off some of his speed, stayed the inside, and let the driver on the outside have the outside lane. Okay, now we have another start. This is a start for the main feature, and you'll see that the driver on the inside is following the driver on the pole on the inside, and to go into the first turn, everything is as it should be. Now there's a driver on the outside, and there's a driver on the inside, and they both share the corner. They come in, it gets a little tight, but the driver on the inside holds the inside line. He scrubs off a little bit of speed and sacrifices some. The driver on the outside has got enough room to run the outside line, the outside lane, and he moves on around and is followed by another driver on the outside. They all get through turn 2, they all go into turn 3, and everything is as it should have been. And that was a good start with the fact that the inside second row driver had to sacrifice some speed, but at least it was a nice, clean pass, very little contact, and that's the way it should be on the starts. Okay, kart enthusiasts, that's it for today. That's all the clips I want to show in this edition of Pit Notes, but I do want to leave you with this thought. Now, the race can never be won on the first turn or the first lap, but it can be lost. So respect other drivers, practice your line, your holding and your folding, when to go, when to back off, and make sure that everyone has a safe and enjoyable race. Here's to seeing you, and remember, ARP rocks.